Right, here we are. Is this on? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Is it going? Yes, it is. Right, Joseph, you here again? Yeah. Again, drinking my mineral water. But yeah, why am I here so early? The reason why is that I got really scared last night with all the helicopters and everything that started happening in Israel and Lebanon and that area over there, right? It's just if, whoever lives in London should be concerned, eh? Like, and I know I have already read about the the quote that says that I scared society. It's easier to be manipulated. It's kind of obvious that after you reach some level of information that you can process that. But so we all know as well that our lives don't really matter, right? So once you know that our lives don't matter for them, I would rather be away from London, don't you? And yeah, and last night also I had a weird insight during these excuse me, during these helicopter stuff. I recorded a video I posted on my Instagram, but yeah, and then last night I had this insight because whoever watches my video knows about my paranoia and all these conspiracy thoughts that I have been having, and how stupid I was thinking that I was a cool guy being a bartender when I was a big part of the system making alcohol look nice so people would consume more. Shame on me, eh? But fortunately I managed to understand the information that everybody's giving, but nowadays it's more explicit than used to be. We have to agree. Yeah, back in the day, even back in my day already, if you want to know something, sometimes you would have to ask to the oldest person near you and believe on his theory, because certainly it would be a bit of a change from others, or you would go to your school principal or teacher or whatever, or to the library. That was it. Oh yeah, books, library, yeah. Pardon me. But yeah, so uh, as I was mentioning, so I was with these a little bit. I got trapped, I think, in so many thoughts. And as I have been reporting here, I'm trying to get out of these on the best way possible. Being a 40-year-old, completely transitioning my life basically, because all I knew since I started traveling was to do hospitality. As I said, I've been teaching English for 10 years. Yeah, to 11, 12 years, but I wasn't doing as I am now. I was doing online already, but I only had a document open on the Google Drive, Google Docs. And then sometimes I even had a WhatsApp call or a WhatsApp video call, because yeah, I wasn't so capable of manipulating even that. And nowadays it's not only we use Google Meetings. I can do presentation. I still use the Google Docs though, because that's nothing wrong with that. That's our live board, as we board and notebook and everything. Yeah, the class stays there. But obviously now we use Google Meetings, and if I need to present anything, I can present straight away already on the class. I am making videos with loads of explanations. I I assist my students daily. Now after this I have to record a podcast to a student that works on delivery, and then he's a beginner but he wants to practice, so I'm gonna give him like a guide, with sentences that are useful for him. I should have done that already. It is on my to-do, but again, everything happens on its time, because that will be the time that you are ready for it, I think. So, I'm turning 44 in a month. I'm still 43, but I have been preparing myself for a while to be 44, so I am already 44. So it's not going to be such an impact on me, because I was already getting set for that. But yeah, so today, as you can see, I'm quite excited again, not to due to medicine. I haven't taken medicine, and I believe that it might be because last night I kept raw. So I only had raw food like greens and veggies and whatnot. So my body wasn't so, and I have been kind of, not 100% raw, but I still eat meat. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well with my feeding as well, which is another thing that it's buzzing me, because I am intriguing me. Yeah, not buzzing me, but. Because I think that the sugar also, I don't think, as far as I, can gather information, sugar, like the addiction to sugar, like when you drop, when you give up, is it. So yeah, sugar abstinence is the worst. It's being, I can say from my own experience, I have dropped Coke, blow, I have dropped alcohol, I am dropping processed food. Those are all pretty easy to deal with it. Obviously I still eat pasta now and then. I know it's bad, but you can't just, I would be hitting my head on the wall then, I would say, But yeah, sugar, it's been unbelievable, unbelievable. And yesterday I didn't buy my waffle, and man, I dreamed with the waffle. I woke up thinking of drinking a coffee with 5 spoons of sugar. I didn't, but I thought about it. But I'm here on the mate and my water. But it's so hard, man. You can't stop thinking of sugar. Jesus fucking Christ, what they have done to us, eh? Also caffeine. This tea contains caffeine, less caffeine than the regular caffeine that has in coffee, but it has another substance that, what is the name? I don't know all that by heart. Hey guys, I'm not a genius. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask him again, but it's because this has a caffeine, same caffeine as coffee, but also has a different substance that combined with coffee becomes, oh fuck, let's ask guy. So you were explaining to me before the difference between coffee and mate tea, the caffeine and the other substances. Can you sum up that for me quickly, because I am on the video, bro. Is that quick? I should have said do it slow, shouldn't I? Mamma mia. Really? I can't believe. Hey bro, the other phone is not going. Thanks God he's gonna be retired soon. Can you summarize quickly for me the difference between the coffee caffeine, the mate caffeine, and what's the other substance, please? Yeah, so yerba mate contains substance matein, which is essential caffeine, but it's combined with other compounds like theobromine. Yeah, I know someone may know, but I didn't know, and I don't know if you will know, but I just wanted to tell the name because that's who I am. Theobromine, yeah. So apparently the combination of those two make these give you more energy, but apparently it's not good to drink as much as I'm drinking. My grandmother, she says that everything in everything that is too much, it becomes poison. So yeah, so I have to agree on that one. But even things that are not too much may be bad for you. Everything in exaggeration. Jesus, I got. Alrighty. Yeah, I got a few things to get going. It's good because keep myself busy, keeps my mind busy, and not thinking too much about all these. Even though it's I don't know what to say, but with this fight going this way that is going, I don't know what's gonna end up. And we know who is gonna get it. Yeah, we know who does. But we gotta keep our fingers crossed. My insight. Right. So then, as I was saying, due to all these that you can witness, I was thinking, because of I was a bit demotivated and whatnot, and I started to have a few flashbacks, of my past, and then I started to remember all or most of the situations that could have ended my life. You know, so I had situations like I crashed quite a few cars, quite a few. At least in two of the accidents, I could have died or I should have. There were another three, at least, other occasions where I didn't crash, but I also, in any given circumstance, there was explained an explanation to a death scene. Let's call like that. Yeah. So okay, hold on. I have involved myself with people that will, like, for example, I got one situation which is not added to the ones that I mentioned before, because the ones I mentioned before was with myself driving. I'm talking about when I was working with a guy that was also an addicted, and he was a bit out of his mind, and I was locked in the back of a van full of beer kegs, and he was driving like crazy on the motorway and shaking the van. And yeah, that was another one, but there was certainly, so it is that when the van slowed down, I opened the door and I jumped out of the van on the motorway. A car could have come that and hit me easily because it's a motorway. But now I'm here. I have jumped out of a motorcycle as well in Balneário Camboriú. Yeah, when I was working in bar events at the moment, and I was late because I was drinking, and my last partner there, we had a lot of conflicts, a lot of bad, drugs, alcohol, and whatever. and whatnot. And so I jumped out of a bike one day that I took a motor taxi to work, and then the guy started to fight with a guy on the side, and he started to go fast, so he started to speed. So I, whenever he had a little break to go between the cars, I jumped out of the bike as well. So another one that I could have gone. I've been working in the bar industry. I've been spiked a few times as well. So being spiked and still have all my organs. There was once in New Zealand, once in Amsterdam, and once in. It was just two, yeah, two of them. The other one I am unsure. This one in London, I am almost sure that it was. That was a crazy one as well. Because it's funny that I don't remember this one in London, because the other ones I know that they were 100%. But in Holland and in the Netherlands and New Zealand, New Zealand was even proved by blood tests, but this one here wasn't. And I only realized it's because I was drinking at the time as well, so it's hard sometimes because I used to go really hard. I only really realized that I was spiked here in London as well. It was down South Clapham. It was because after I start to match situations, and also not only how I felt and what happened, but also what and who was involved, and everything. It was really, really clear that I was manipulated to do some stuff because a third party was gaining profit out of it. But c'est la vie, eh? I'm still here. What else? So it was more days. I won't be, I think, telling all the things that I have done. That have drug abuse. I could have OD a few times. So, and then I start to like, all right. So if you consider that as luck, wasn't my time. I don't know. But what I do know is that what I've been doing at the moment, which is trying to be in contact as much as I can with this higher being that you can call it God, or in the other religion they call Allah, the other religion they call Jah, they all end up being the same higher power that we know it's around, it's on the nature, and you believe in whatever you want to believe. But yeah, so since then last night, because of some of these contacts I'm having, these connections, so last night I had this insight, huge, like I couldn't sleep. I slept 3 hours afterwards. I had like a relaxing time, and I was like, that's so, man, what, how come you're still having these bad thoughts if you're on the profit side already? I don't know if I believe everybody have. I'm not less than anybody nor better than anybody. I'm just a Joseph. But then that was the thought. After 3 continents, over 10 countries, and is I still had the opportunity after all. And during these, I kind of escaped from ending these, so yeah, that got me on thinking, yeah, I need, because I was looking for something to help me, get out of that, get out of those thoughts. And I don't think that is anything better than that, believing that you're on the profit side already, mate. You shouldn't be here. Just look back, and you like I look at some things and I was like, Jesus Christ, that's so yeah, there you go. That's why the early video, I thought that was very important to bring up here through this vlog. And then some, consequently, like after today, something really good happened. It's something that will involve my work and my development. So it's a positive thing. And at the same time, I managed to assist or do a good deed. A couple of good deeds on the side to keep the energy flowing. So that was pretty cool as well, because I'm one of the guys that feels better doing the deed than receiving it, But, at this age nowadays, after having this twisted mindset that I used to have, I'm also learning how to receive deeds because I wasn't so used to, I shall say. But let's not go down that road, As I said, I'm trying to see everything that is past as lessons, and without them I wouldn't be where I am now, or maybe not even be. So always look on the bright side of life, and then after the bright side of death as well. So yeah, that was basically it. That was a big twist, like from starting talking about the war and then come to this life insight, or this kind of, but yeah, it's pretty cool. That's what like books like this do to your mind, like you start to have points of view, you start to have, I must agree that I left Freud a little bit on the side. I think I might do it a little bit down the road. It's very complex, the Freud book. I will do it though. I will do it. I'm just not sure if this year. I will just focus a little bit on lower books, preparing myself a bit more to get to that. But I am really, interested. It's just like very complex, his biography. So you gotta be really, and now due to everything that I'm happening, I'm trying to get more information that will, and I'm sure that will as well, but on its time, I think, on its time. Alrighty, cool. I think that was mainly it. These twists, I mean, I wasn't going to talk about the war unless it was happening, but the insight was mainly there, that it's going to be always not a question mark. I transform, I'm trying to now, but the idea is transform this question mark and why all this goodness happened to me in thank you for having this goodness given to me. What do you think about that? Let me know. See you soon.